What is up, bros and brats? I'm Slasher44, and today we got another episode of Versus. Today we're going to be looking at two demi-sniper rifles, and what I mean by this, we're looking at the Drakon versus the P-06, and now these two, I say kind of sniper rifles because neither of them are bolt-action sniper rifles, and they are very odd to use. One of them's a semi-automatic, it's more like an assault rifle, and the other one is a burst-action sniper rifle. Now, these two are very hard to compare, but I got asked several times to do so, so I kind of broke them down in a way that really makes sense to me, and hopefully you guys will be able to understand as well as I can now. So, if you guys would like to see more Versus videos, a like rating would be super greatly appreciated, and kind of let me know in the comment section below what you want to see compared. Like, I'm wondering if you guys want to see me start doing like different perks, and if so, what perks would you like to see compared, or maybe other games. Like in the past, I've done Call of Duty Black Ops 3 versus Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, the new one. So if you'd like to see something like that, let me know in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get into comparing these two demi-sniper rifles. So as always, the first thing we look at when comparing weapons is damage, because obviously that's one of the most important stats. So in this episode of Versus, we're going to have to look at numbers in a little bit of a different way because snipers worked differently than most other weapons of the game. So if we're looking at numbers-wise, the Drakon does 80 damage and the P-06 does 90. So looking at the numbers, the P-06 wins. And in this case, it does. But the thing I'd like to stress here is the P-06 is a burst-action sniper rifle. Every time you pull that trigger, 3 bullets come out. So where it says 90 damage, really it kills in one burst. It will always kill in one burst. On top of that, a lot of the times it kills in one bullet alone. When looking at this, you need to know that every time you pull that trigger, if you are on a target, it will almost always kill in one burst. Always, because this weapon fires extremely fast, as we're going to look at in a second here, and those bullets are grouped so quickly together, time-wise, that it's a one bullet kill. I want to look at this weapon as a one bullet kill because those 3 bullets that fire so quickly that it does that. So let's look at this as if the damage for the P-06 is 100, and when you fire that weapon, it will automatically kill that person you're shooting at. Because let's be honest, it is very rare to fire a bullet with a P-06 and have it not kill someone. It happened to be once in 10 games when using the P-06, so that tells you how rare of an occurrence it is. So for that, the P-06 starts off with the better damage, therefore getting 1 point. So next up, and again, one of the most important stats to look at, is rate of fire. And this is where things get super difficult to compare, because if we are looking at rate of fire, the numbers almost lie to us. So if we look at the P-06, it's a 3-round burst sniper rifle. These 3 rounds fire at 1818 RPM, which is in fact the fastest fire rate in the game, but it doesn't really work like that. The mechanics in the game don't really work like that. The way this works is that fire rate fires so quickly that the 3 bullets that come out of your gun are going to go to the same location at almost the exact same time. What does this mean? This means that instead of firing 3 bullets, more likely you're firing 1 super bullet that's really acts like 3 bullets. And the way this works, since it's a sniper rifle, generally you're aiming at 1 target at a time. So this number really doesn't matter when you're looking at the P-06, because all this affirms is that the target you are shooting at is going to die. Just like a burst, just like the Locust, just like any bolt-action sniper rifle, and that's how that works. And then on top of that, the way this works is that the burst delay between bursts of your shots is 0.45 seconds. So the time in between that it takes to kill multiple people is 0.45 seconds, so almost half a second, whereas the time between bullets for the Drakon is 0.216 seconds, so less than half of the P-06 burst delay. This really means that the Drakon has a better fire rate. And I know you're thinking, no, it doesn't. You just told me it has the fastest fire rate in the game. I want you to take that number and throw it out the window because it means absolutely nothing. The only thing that number should tell you is it's going to be easier to get collateral damage kills because basically you're firing 1 super bullet instead of 1 regular bullet out of like a Locust or something. So The fire rate is in fact better on the Drakon because to refire or to re-aim and reshoot at someone, it takes 0.45 seconds to shoot at someone else with the P-06, whereas the Drakon takes 0.216 seconds. So that is the number I'd like you to stick in your head. And I know that's very, very confusing, and I threw a lot of numbers at you, but because of the fact that really when you fire a burst out of the P-06, you're generally only going to kill one person, its fire rate actually ends up being worse than the Drakon's, and I hope I explained that properly. I know it's really confusing, but because of that, the Drakon gets +1 point. So now that we got the big things out of the way, we got the damage, the fire rate, quickly, time to kill. Time to kill is almost impossible to compare on these two weapons because, for example, if you miss bullets on either of these weapons, it destroys your time to kill. You have to be super accurate with these weapons, which makes sense because they're both sniper rifles. So time to kill kind of goes out the window because if we were to take the normal fire rates for them, like the 1800 for the P-06, the time to kill would be retardedly fast. Or if we took the other number, it would be retardedly slow. So the time to kill calculation kind of goes out the window when we look at it that way. So the rest of the stats we have are like the nitty gritty stats, something like the ammo. So the ammo, the amount of ammo in a magazine for the Drakon is 20 rounds, which is really, really high for a sniper rifle. The P-06 has 15 rounds, but you got to remember it's a burst action sniper rifle, which means every time you pull that trigger, 3 bullets are going out, and remember these bullets act like super bullets, so really you only have 5 bullets or 5 pulls of the trigger in the magazine. So obviously the Drakon's is much, much better, and it gets +1 point for having a bigger magazine size. So the final 2 stats we have to work with today are the reload speed and the aim down sight speed. So obviously the aim down sight speed is a little more important, but we're going to start with the reload speed. The reload speed for the Drakon is 2.5 seconds, whereas for the P-06 is 2.9 seconds. It gets even worse for the P-06 if you have an empty magazine. So you want to keep that reload button pressed before you run out of bullets with that P-06. And remember, with the P-06, you only have 5 pulls of the trigger. So because of that, the Drakon gets another +1 point. And finally, the aim down sight speed. So the aim down sight speed, again, is very, very important because the quicker you can get on target, the quicker you can kill someone, especially with a sniper rifle. And guess what? It's exactly the same for both weapons. 0.366 seconds aim down sight speed for both weapons. So this week, the Drakon is the winner, but with a caveat. So the Drakon is the better weapon stat-wise and probably performs a little bit better with most people. But if you're one of those people that likes killing someone when you're on target with them with a sniper rifle, like a really good bolt-action sniper rifle, the P-06 is the weapon for you, because that's really should be the way you look at it. It's really just a weapon that ensures a bolt-action sniper, that's what it is, that ensures you kill the person, but it has an extremely long time between burst or single fire bullets, depending on how you want to look at it. So that's the way you got to look at it. Overall, the Drakon's a better weapon, but if you're the type of person who really, really likes that single shot kill sniper rifle, the P-06 is the weapon for you. So I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, if you enjoyed it, if you want to see more Versus videos, hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section below what you want to see on this series in the future, and subscribe for new videos every single day of the week. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, peace out!
Listen.